Tibet will continue to work hard and support and the strengthening in the UNESCO UNEVOC network, and then new future in development improvement in New Tibet. And last month, mid-September, and Tibet and International Labour Organization is signed in MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, for projection of human resources. At the times, and IR officers ask for us how to forecasting and projection for human resources if you have done data and done statistics. So when we explained in the projection methodology and the survey experience, so I'm prepared in the like this title. And in Korea is 3 or 4 types in the making and foundation and statistic data. First one is we have biannually making in the forecasting in the 3-digit occupation and industries forecasting in Korea, Employment Information Service. And second is a new industry and new occupation forecasting is every year in Korea, starting since 2 years ago. And this is covered in the new industry about 21 sectors. This is same, introduced in the methodology, but we have modifying and then responding in the change of the labor market or industry environment. And lastly, we have to just in regional workforce and training demand survey. This is so long time history. And this is, we don't have in the demand and needs very difficult to know and the information of a regional industry and labor markets. So we surveyed in the every years. This is, we have so many information for supporting the building in the policy, labor market policy, regional labor market policies, and then vocational education training sector. Okay. This is the contents. Before the presentation, we have the background of the why this we introduced in this survey. As you know, in Korea is supported in the IMF in 1997 or 8. At the times, we have supported by the bailout loans. IMF request both and very big restructuring in the labor market and the industry. So we have the experience in the very mass unemployment due to in the restructuring and then M&A in the industry side. Fortunately, we introduced it in the employment insurance in 1995. This is it's different in the other countries. Korean employment insurance is active labor market policies because we have including in the skills development program. And almost in the unemployment benefits, but it's just some part of the skills development budget. And skills development program in employment insurance, and this is, we have separated in the 3 parts, individual lead, this is national training card, this is covered in the KGTR training. This is the first time, initial level, we started in the fourth industrial revolution responding in the program, just now enlarging and increase of the budget. And second is corporate lead. This is corporate supported. This is joint training, as mentioned, it is big company and small medium enterprise and consortium. This is corporate with when the both group is corporate, and when it's supported in the equipment and facilitate, and then wage for the charge of the like this office, and regional and industry customization. This is our program is imported like this. This is one of the kind of the this program, and others. Regional industry tailored workforce development and skills development. This is main role is RSC, regional skills council. We have 17 province. We have also, and we have 17 regional skills councils. This first time in 1970s, all in 1970s, established in the sector council supported by Minister of Industry and Trade. That times they don't subsidy. So Minister of Employment and Labor just launched and started in the 2013. This is supported in the subsidy and salary for this is charge of man, and then program management, budget and law. This is vitalized in the regional skills council, and skills council, RSC is supporting and management of joint training center. This is supporting in the many advanced in the facilitating and equipment, and advanced in the curriculum, and advanced in the instructor and teacher training, like this. And Regional Skills Council is based on the National Lifelong Skill Development Act, based on the legislations. And RSC participates in so many stakeholders, local government, local business, local company, owner groups, and various associations and unions covered in all stakeholders in the region and industry and company. Main role of the RSC is a survey on the demand and workforce of education and training in the region, and establishing the basic plan for training local and regional human resource. This is very important role, a priority role. And second, is distribution and the coordination with the financial resource related and human resource development within the region, and the linkage and evaluations. And lastly, and then training institutions, screening, selection, and monitoring, guidance, and supervision. This is a very important role. So 3 years ago, I'm empirical study in other research project. So Korea have so many training program and education and training program, but is outcomes and output is a regional training program is output and outcome is very some and high. This is for effective more than in the other training program. As mentioned, it's started in the 2005. It changes so many, responding in the change of the circumstance. So, and I'm in charge of the this project manager in 2016 and 2017. It's very difficult and complicated in the projection and the survey, because each province and then each region is different in the structure of the industry. Each province and region have another one industry, another region is they don't have. So it's very difficult to compare and then estimation of the training demand and needs. So I have introduced in the, Bayesian law, using the outcomes of the survey, how many people of the number of the hiring in the occupation and company, and then human resource development net, HRD net, employment insurance database. This is the portion of the occupation. This is compared, and we have to making the weight, and then we have to use the Bayesian rule. And 2017, this is in my case, in my experience to share of this is methodology. And 2017, we have improved in this method, Bayesian inference. This is we changed in the very difficult probability in the each industry. So we have to introduce it in the density. We approximate in the density of the each industry, each occupation. So we have, this is a process of the estimation. this is covered and overcome this. If you have a very small answer and the number of the need of the number, and then very few. We have estimation is 0. This is very difficult to, and then find out in the needs and the demand for vocational education. So, and we will improve in the result of the improving methodology. This very reasonable outcomes. So we respond in the distribution of the vocational training demand. Okay. And at times we have to survey each RSC and each region. Since the two years ago, we have a national level aggregating like this survey. And CRIBET is supported in the method, planning and survey and basic analysis. If we, CRIBET is a main role of the like this in RSC and survey like this survey. This is 4 steps. First one, sampling, survey sampling, and then survey scale. But we have 20,000 samples total, or 25,000 samples, all national level. And survey questions, we making the survey questions and supporting, this is the standards. If you RSS your region, and then they want to know, they want to add in the more questionnaire, it's possible. Yes, okay. Yes. Questionnaires is 6 categories. It's general status, and then difficulties in the promotion of the vocational education training, and status of the department. This is the company is main role, yes, in practice, and status of the personnel, and competency required, and training demand, etc. This is we have a background. Back slide is this is a table of the questionnaire. Yes. Okay, outcomes. And as you know, Korean vocational education training skills development system is a company, government lead, public lead. So many depend on the government policy and legislation and system. So this is a very important role of the covered in the demand and needs in the regional labor markets and the regional job occupations. So we have to basic information supporting the RSC and region. And survey scale is enlargement and spread out in each industry. Okay, like this one. A limitation. This is, we have to, based on over the 5 employees. This is, we don't cover it in under the 5 employees. This is not covered in all industries. And then this survey is some elements and some questionnaires is very similar and overlap in the other administrative statistics. So some part. And then this is questionnaires composed to an last in company's situation. So just the time of the survey is this year. This is responding the end of this year and next year. So this is a time lag we have. And then, just mentioned before, and then each province and region and RSC is different in the structure of the industry. So this is, we have non-sampling error. So we have to improvement, and we solve the statistical errors. And we need to modernize and then improvement in the methodology. And then enhancing the user use and the survey for the survey result. And then just now when you change it in the methodology of the training and vocational education training, so online and distance learning and other things. So how to responding to this change of the Tibet sector. Okay, thank you so